Talk us through that.
Yeah, dude, it's just kind of crazy. It feels like such an easy solution. Just put him back on the card. All the bad blood ends. Everyone leaves them alone. But as much as I was surprised in the moment, then I remembered who these people are, and it's actually, I guess, in the cards that they would come and double down like this. I don't know. This is who these people have become the last few years. So maybe I shouldn't have been surprised at him.
But yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, chat, we're getting in on this one. We're going deep into this lore. I got all the other shit out of the way so I could just talk to you, my friends, about the epic lore. There was a little event called Creator Clash 2. Are you familiar with Creator Clash 2? Me and a couple other people did a Twitter space about it. I think it was like me, Keemstar, Sam Hyde. I think the Act Man showed up for one of them, right? Was he there for that? We had like all these big YouTubers talking about the Froggy Fresh discourse and all this stuff, and everyone was like, this thing's going to do crazy numbers. I think Harley from Epic Mealtime said a really interesting comment that would follow him dramatically after this, that at the time of that that space, apparently Creator Clash 2 had outsold Creator Clash 1 in total revenue earned. I believe was the criticism, not the criticism. I believe that was the argument made by Harley, which we would know later on was dramatically not true. It was in fact quite the opposite, chat. Creator Clash 2 was one of the biggest, it would be the biggest charity failure of 2023 if Gerard the Completionist didn't exist. Gerard the Completionist and his whole charity fraud operation is literally the only reason why this wasn't the worst charity moment of 2023. It took someone committing charity fraud to make a worse situation than the one that Ian and Anisa got themselves into. Instead of the whole, and I don't know about this, maybe you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but when I kept hearing, it's for charity, you're criticizing an event that's for charity. These fighters aren't fighting for money like they do on those other cards. They're fighting for charity. Why would you criticize a charity? I mean, dude, this was like the story of my life for 2 months as I criticized this event. Every single time I'd bring up, like, I think the Froggy stuff is gay. I think the way they're going about this is gay. I don't think they're being transparent enough. We're talking about all these different aspects of this charity event, right? And then they'd be like, dude, it's for charity. It's for charity. I'm fighting for charity, guys. Aren't I a good person? I'm fighting for charity. And then you find out that these people are taking home like pretty decent purses. Not only is it not like strictly for charity, they're hosting parties. There's like a gala event for all the YouTubers, even the ones who aren't participating. And they're putting these people in hotel rooms, and they rented out the stadium of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And like, you're like, wait a minute, dude, I thought this was for charity, guys. I thought this was for charity. And they're like, well, it was for charity, but there was a little hiccup. You see, it was for charity, but the event didn't make any money. And you're like, Nick, it's a charity event. Why would it need to make money? Well, they had a lot of bills. They had to pay the fighters the purses that they pretended that they weren't getting. Or at least push. I don't want to say that the fighters intentionally misled the audience, but when I saw the number that they were supposedly bringing home, and I think Anisa and Ian actually confirmed it, I was a little like, wow, holy shit, I feel misled. And I'm just an asshole on YouTube. I genuinely wonder what people thought these guys fighting for free thought they were actually getting. Because realistically, in an amateur boxing event, even people who aren't fighting for charity typically don't make much money in their first amateur fight. Go ask a Dose of Buckley. He's not from this community. He'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. He had probably the best video on the situation, in my opinion, because he was looking at it as like an amateur boxing manager perspective, right? But that's on his channel. I recommend it dramatically. So it turned out that this whole event that was for charity, it's for charity. It didn't make any money, which meant that there was no money going to charity. So if you look at the record books, I pirated it. And people go, Nick, how dare you? How do you pirate a charity event? Well, I sent my money directly to the charities I chose. I sent my money to Kids with Cancer and I forgot what Harley's one was, but I sent an equal ticket. I'm not saying I spent like $1,000 or I sent even $500. I sent a ticket price to 2 charities, the one of Harley's choosing and the one of Froggy Fresh's choosing. So I paid the admission for 2 people. It turns out that I donated more money than Creator Clash 2 did to any charity. Guys, the kids with cancer couldn't get the money. It was being spent on famous YouTube hotel rooms to get them to show up to the event so they could make it to the gala. Yeah, that's what happened here. Okay? Not only did they fuck this event up, we actually got the comeuppance of the event totally failing. All right? Because many a time people screw somebody over and nothing goes wrong, right? But this time, it did, which is hilarious. And it's like, well, you're a fucking piece of shit, Nick. You're talking about a fucking charity not making any money. It's like, well, fuck you. I donated more than your fucking event made. Suck my dick. I can talk about it all I want now, and I'm morally in the right, okay? Who the fuck pirates from a charity event and ends up saving more kids with cancer, bro? That's me! I'm that guy! So that's the situation that unfolded. And then Ian had to damage control and make a fucking... a self-flagellation stream where he sat there and did the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, where he brought home like a shitload of money just for people to see him suffer. Because that's all Ian is now, is self-flagellation. And he did a whole stream where he did it and looked like shit the entire time. And actually, he brought me up in that stream, too, which was funny, like by name. And he looked like a total fucking idiot. But thankfully... those kids with cancer got a couple bucks because Ian poured ice on his fucking head instead of renting out the fucking Verizon Center or whichever. Where did the Tampa Bay Lightning play? They were way too big for their britches. They got a bigger fucking stadium.
Isn't this
they were spending
DeOrio
money
guy,
on
like,
shit that didn't fucking matter. They were wasting. Dude, do you understand? We're about to find out that they had an entire task force to find out if Sam Hyde booked a fucking plane ticket to be at the event. That's where the money went instead of fucking... Like, they were contacting the FBI. You're gonna find out all the ways they fucked this event up. And honestly, I feel disgusting hearing this. I feel like I'm listening to a leaked phone call. I feel like this is some shit that she should write in her fucking diary, and that I, with my ears, should never have the fucking decency to hear and laugh about on live stream. But instead, the content cop and his wife are so fucking stupid. They've provided this for us as entertainment tonight. You want to hear about the fucking woes of their life? That's fine. You can give me money while you do it, okay? I promise you. I'm telling you right from the fucking beginning. None of mine is going to charity, so you have nothing to worry about. Here we go.
It's full of shit.
I got bangs.
And they're full of shit.
And that's how you know I can hang with the bullshit.
With the boys.
No, I'm trying to, yeah.
And hang out with all of our toys.
No thanks.
Welcome.
Dude, this is so fucking... I can't, bro. This is going to be a hard watch when they're not talking about really embarrassing shit. They are just so dramatically unfunny. Did you guys hear the
Nicholas DeOrio
clip
guy, like
I played in the intro where Ian's like, I'm not sure I can make the audience laugh anymore? I get it. I actually get it.
One and all, Boggs, Trogs, and...
Frogs.
Froglodites.
Bogs, trogs, and frogs.
Welcome back to the podcast. Bogcast.
By the way, again, thank you, Big Bungie, for linking me this. Apparently, this is like a Patreon podcast. So I'm going to upload this episode in 2 parts. So if they want to strike me, they can take the whole channel. They can hit this VOD and both of the uploads. So if they want to take down my channel and make me infamous, go for it.
Back with Dane.
Mm-hmm.
He's got something to share with you guys.
I farted.
All right. Excellent. Good start.
We, just to give you guys the grease, we did fire Dane. But he begged us. He texted us. He said, please, let me back on the podcast, please. So we brought him.
Please, buddy, please. Can I be back on, please?
Yeah. By the way, they have like worse Dan running the podcast. This is the guy. D-Max probably got paid more money than this guy. Because I don't know how much money they have. They just lost $200,000 in a charity. How much could this editor really be paying?
Also, you guys get a little fucking sneak peek of what our new set looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, our wallpaper, really.
I want to
We
give
put
him.
this wallpaper up.
I decided I
Wow,
want to
dude.
give the bog grease,
Okay.
like real grease,
Oh.
because
I guess Ian does like a Patreon only podcast now. Is that what like this is? It's just like a Patreon exclusive event.
Fucking. You want to talk more about it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to like.
I
give
know.
the-
I do too, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, I know that I'll never get in trouble for it.
Yeah, we
I'll
want.
never run into trouble.
What's he gonna
as
do?
long as
Report
I
on himself?
just
He's not gonna fucking
Don't
self-report.
say anything. I know that. I'm just saying,
he
like,
probably doesn't even know what Patreon is.
There we go,
It
guys.
comes from a default.
Somebody said they wanted it on 2.5 speed. I don't really know why, but
place.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like a. Let me go.
Do you
through
guys
all
like
the
it better like
logical
this?
Conclusions of like how someone can.
I don't
find
really like
out.
it like
I'm just
this.
gonna give a rough.
Give them a breakdown.
I'm gonna give him a breakdown at any.
They just sound
time.
drunk.
You can be like, or we can like cut it, or we can like read.
Oh, you wanted
But
1.25.
I think that
A
people
Patreon
should know
exclusive.
because it's
Is that better? Is that better? I'm sorry, 1.25. Sorry, chat.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
So basically, we were being threatened with a lawsuit over. They wanted to.
Dude, good. Am I the only one? Like, when I heard that, my eyes lit up. I'm like, oh, thank God. There's going to be some sort of responsibility taken here for the people who lost money at a charity boxing event. Like, is anybody here fucking pouring one out for the boys because people were threatening to sue them after they lost, like, $200,000? Like, they lost way more than that. They spent a lot of money, right? But they were, like, in the hole for, like, that much money, right? Like, I don't know, dude.
have part ownership of Creator Clash and a bunch of other shit. They wanted like lost money that they,
Dude, they wanted lost money. What a bunch of dicks. What a bunch of fucking manipulative pieces of shit, dude. They wanted the lost money.
should have been paid basically, which we're not paid. There's no salaries, so already like they had no idea what the infrastructure of our business was clearly.
Because your infrastructure sucks. You guys lost money.
But
I would say I would venture to guess they saw that we raised 1.3 million for charity the first year, and they're like, well, if they're giving 1.3 million to charity, there must be a
some,
couple million going in their pockets.
yeah, some grease.
Yeah.
No, because the lawyers... Okay, listen. The lawyers don't think that it's possible after making a multiple... Like, 1.3 million the first time? They don't think that you could fuck this up so dramatically where you don't give any money to charity the second time. Okay, that's just like a genuine, like... That's not like an irrational, like, how did that happen? Wow. I better investigate those people. It's like, really? No, it really is. Yeah, there might be a case here. How the fuck? Like, they actually fucked it up this badly? I don't believe them. Turns out they did.
To the point, actually, where when we were being threatened to be sued, they actually said, the lawyer said that they didn't believe us, that we lost money on the second year.
Yeah.
And they wanted us to, like, show our, like, back end, basically. And
Dude, we lost money at our charity event, and the lawyer, you get this, he didn't believe us. He didn't believe it was that it was possible to be that big of a failure, chat. He thought we must be pocketing because this doesn't make any sense. Can you believe the lawyer was that fucking malicious, dude?
show them that we lost money. They like said that they used the fucking Bo Blacks video as like proof.
What?
Bro, and they literally name dropped Josh. Oh my god. Because Bo Black started asking questions about the money. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I told Bo Blacks that was a risky play releasing that video. It turns out it might have done some really funny shit, but personally, I wouldn't have released that video as like Nick DeOrio. I wouldn't do that. Because it's so easy to be proven wrong. All they have to do is flip out the books or whatever and just say like, no, he's full of shit. He got all this wrong. He was doing a bit of theory crafting. You know what I mean? There's a certain level of like, if I accuse these people of fucking stupid shit, or if I accuse people of making X amount of dollars, they can come out immediately and be like, no, they actually made this much. And then you look like a complete idiot. Now, that doesn't appear to have happened, but it was still like a risk that Bo Blacks knew willingly and then went in with to take. And it's yielded results of listening to this podcast right now. So thank you, Bo Blacks.
Yeah, which is why, even though if you come out and you make videos where you aren't necessarily alleging things, but everything that you're saying is like an implication, it still fucking has real world consequences,
it
and
does.
it's fucking bullshit.
Crazy.
Some lawyers trying to use this as
an
fucking,
argument to like send us. So anyway, okay.
So what he's arguing here is that Boblax is like, what's the term? It's that Boblax is like complicit in like the lawyer coming after him. So what he did here, like Boblax needs to take responsibility because his video where he claims he's not alleging anything caused them to be investigated. And my argument is like, good? That's like a good outcome that should have happened to you because that story is crazy. And it's good that it's real and that you guys aren't liars, but like, do you think that people weren't going to poke around until Boblax made his YouTube video? Did you think that this was going to be like an uncriticizable moment? Like, you're more mad at Boblax than you're mad at yourselves, it sounds like. You're using him as like a crutch because you guys fucked this up really badly. You can't take responsibility for anything. We're literally at the beginning of the segment and we're talking about this 4 minutes in and it's all Josh's fault.
So just like a really clean recap, I'm going to try and like simplify it as much as possible. When me and Ian were trying to get this idea off the ground, we had no clue what we were doing. And we knew that we needed like a promoter. So we were calling around and trying to like meet people, like get into meetings to talk about like how we get this done, like who we hire. We got into a room with a group of people, and one of them, which was the loudest, that we didn't even know was going to be there, spent like half the meeting talking about themselves and their business and shit that we didn't care about, gave Ian their number. We never spoke to this person again, right?
Yes. We
never spoke to this person again. We had one preliminary meeting. We actually ended up doing business with someone else who was in the room, and that was fine. And we never heard from this person again. First year happens, successful. Don't hear anything, right? Second year happens, lose money, we feel like shit. 2 months later, we get an email from a lawyer detailing what we basically, like, that we kicked this person out of their rightful place at the table.
They were basically very butthurt, clearly, that they weren't involved in what was going on.
Yeah, which we were very clear that we did not want to work with this person.
Yeah.
And they were very clearly butthurt, and they felt like they deserved to be part owner in this. They felt like they were unjust.
So what you're hearing here is when they made their video explaining Creator Clash, they implied that someone was trying to steal Creator Clash from them. And I think at the time I said, good, that's a good thing. You guys should never run an event like this again. Like, if there's a Creator Clash 3 and there's no huge backlash against them, I would be shocked, honestly. And I would be kind of upset because it's like, how do you fuck something like this up and then rent out another stadium and do another YouTube gala and make a bunch of other YouTubers get a pretty decent paycheck while charity doesn't go to children, you know? Like, how do you, if their name isn't Jomha, they don't get this second opportunity. Everyone would just call them scammers, right? Not even because they scammed and profited off of it, but because they brought in a bunch of people thinking that they were spending money to watch boxing for charity, and in reality it was just used to pay expenses, right? Like, it's I don't know, like, that's what people would call them. I don't think it's scam in a traditional sense.
I always do the possible.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you have fucking, I mean, it happens a lot, I think, with these big business head losers who just, like, their mentality is very fake it till you make it. So, like, they get into every room that they're in, they need to make their presence known, and they think that, like, even if you do some generic, regular-ass business shit, like we did, they still think they contributed to it in some way, even though they weren't involved.
Not even a little bit.
You know, nothing
that they said had any like actual benefit or like.
What is the benefit to airing this out publicly? Like, what is Ian getting here?
It was nothing that was eye-opening for us. Like, we when we left that room, I was like, what an asshole.
And
I literally
nothing that was written as well.
Yeah, nothing that was written. Ian never texted this person.
No, that was the first thing you said.
They profited by having a free party. Well, I wouldn't say that this event was like a scam. I would argue that it's like pure incompetence, like to the point of just, I don't think that this guy should ever have any sort of charity. Like, there's a situation, right, where people think you can come back from fucking up charity. I don't agree with this. I think that people do this charity stuff to look good, and I feel like the other end of it should be you've lost the ability to do events like this. Like, you could go participate in other people's
guy,
events.
like one of those fucking crypto fascists.
I don't know, man. People don't scrutinize charity events. You know what I mean? Like, I think that there should be some harder punishment for fucking something up of this magnitude. Even if you didn't set out to fuck it up, even if you didn't set out to profit, even if you don't end up profiting off of it while other people, like, get nothing, I still think that you should be, like, barred from any sort of interaction like this in the future. Why wasn't Hassan there? They probably couldn't afford him.
Once we got out of that meeting, it was very
He
fun.
was too busy drinking, what is it, sugar-free Coke or something and getting in trouble on stream.
Because, I mean, Anisa and I, we've been together for so long now that, like, we can pick up. Like, I know when I was going to say Fiona. I know when Anisa's, like does not like someone. Or someone is rubbing her the wrong way.
Yeah.
And
Did he just call his girlfriend an ogre? His wife, I'm sorry. Did he just call his wife an ogre? Hassan was at the gala? Damn, they had a lot of sugar-free Coke. That's crazy.
This guy fucking ticked all the boxes.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just doing like a fucking 15-minute presentation that no one asked for indication enough.
Yeah, the craziest thing about it was, like, we arranged a meeting with boxing people, and it kind of pissed me off that we were basically ambushed by this
Fogan was too. Who is she fighting? The urge to kill... Oh, never mind. Sorry.
person that tagged along, and they like took over. It was really awkward because the first 15 minutes, we're sitting down there to talk boxing. The first 15 minutes is him like giving a PowerPoint presentation about how his business works.
Yeah.
So when Ian made the video explaining that we lost money, our lawyer, because we had to lawyer up, which is insane to think about, that we had to lawyer up because we had a business meeting with some fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But our lawyer said that it was a good strategy to put out there that someone was trying to take Creator Clash from us, because it's putting out there, like, if you try and sue a charity event, like, we will talk about it publicly if you go forward with this, which is why...
Bro, there's still, like, if you try to sue a charity event, they're still hiding behind the it's for charity bullshit. So, like, they straight up lied in their video saying
Nicholas
someone was
DeOrio
trying
guy,
to
like,
steal
one
it
of those
because they wanted to
crypto
sue them over, like, the
fascist,
lost
dudes,
money
too?
at the event. Like, is this not crazy to you? He's literally admitting he made up some bullshit about trying to steal it because their lawyer said it would be a good idea to get out ahead of anyone else who tries to take the event from me.
Ian put that in the video, but a lot of people...
Like, where's the charity, bro? You're not a charity event. You're a fucking watching your husband get ice on him, fucking, then it goes to charity event, bro. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
People speculated that it was Jake Paul.
Yeah, there was speculation. It was brought to my attention, weirdly enough, by How to Basic.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck is this, like, video saying Jake Paul's taking over Creator Clash? And I was like, I don't know where you got that information, but nah, that's not a thing. Has it ever been a thing?
The only people that have been even remotely close to, like, business friends in our circle is MVP and Jake Paul and Nikki's.
Wait, Jake Paul is friendly with them? What? Wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't pre-watch this. Jake Paul is friendly with Ian? How? How is that, like, what?
They've been, like, the only people that are, like, not pieces of shit.
Yeah, or trying to
take a piece of the pie. Right. Like, we've had conversations actually between each other about, like, either borrowing things or helping each other out. So it's like a really weird. The Jake Paul thing was really strange.
I don't know. People get so fucking creative, and they really have no reason to.
Someone thought Ludwig was buying it or trying to steal.
Dude.
So what we were trying to communicate with that was, like, this person wanted.
In fairness, it was meant to be a vague sort of, like,
I know, but
thing,
like,
it's not vague. You said someone's stealing your event. What are you talking about?
What did Ludwig...
I know. Just if something's vague, leave it at the vagueness, being like, oh, I don't know.
No, that's not what happens ever. When you say something vague, people speculate on it. It literally is a fucking breadcrumb, a promissory breadcrumb that we'll find out something if we look hard enough. Dude, I never say something vague and I'm like, guys, come on, can you just stop looking into it? Bro, that's how you tease something. You ever hear of a teaser? Holy shit, this guy's such a fucking moron.
What that was.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair, but we had to keep it vague. But they wanted, essentially, this person who was trying to sue us, they wanted a third.
Dude, I was really vague because I didn't want people to look into it more. Like, what do you mean?
Of the pie.
Yeah.
For sitting in a meeting once
and
telling us about their business that we didn't want.
Yeah, and it seemed very clear that they were frustrated, that, like, once they found out that there was, like, no money to be had.
Yeah, then it was, we don't believe you.
Yeah, then it was like, no. Bullshit.
Yeah.
You put
No, there's no way you guys fucked up that bad. I need a piece of the pie.
On a multi-million-dollar event and you didn't take money? Like,
kind of reminds me of when we were talking to Ethan about it, though, because when Ethan, the first time we did Career Clash, he was like,
true.
Where are you taking money for yourself?
Right.
And we were like, we aren't. And he's like, no, okay, but seriously, like, where are you taking the money?
Like, Yeah, like you should.
I know, and we should have. To be honest, we should.
Bro, their big takeaway from this whole thing is that we should have gotten a paycheck. You're kidding me. This is so good. No fucking way.
That was especially when we were being sued, and like the idea we had to like kind of stomach the idea that like, because we had to decide like,
why do we have this? I feel so dirty having this, bro. Bro, there's no fucking way this should be released.
It was clearly a shakedown. Bro wanted money, so we could either like upfront just give him money, which we thought about, which is crazy.
You thought somebody was fucking coming after you to shake you down, bro. And you're like, maybe if we give him money, he'll go away. This is exactly the type of behavior that made you enter a fucking charity event that gave no money to charity. This is exactly what would cause that, bro. These are the bad decision making. This is a guy who would get scammed by a call center or something, or get like a mafia scam on their phone and be like, well, if we just pay them, maybe they'll leave us alone. Maybe they won't kill my family, even though they got my fucking phone number off of fucking white pages, dude. I'm done, bro.
100.
These are scammable people. If you're a fucking phone scammer, dude, this is the guy to target. This is the guy and his wife, bro.
$150,000 though. That's what he ended up asking for.
Right. That was the first time. We were like, oh, there might be some indication of just wanting a payout.
Like 5,000, 10,000 maybe. And he was
bro,
like,
I'm gonna become a fan. How much to join this Patreon? How much to... I'm gonna... Yeah, dude. Honestly... This is some fucking peak Kino content, dude.
150,000.
I think our lawyer did say at one point, like, "Hey, like, we'll give you $1,200 or something like that." And I was like, "We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. That's gonna bite us in our ass." Like, come on.
Yeah.
He clearly wants more than $1,200.
Yeah, he ended up asking for.
Wait, you were gonna give this guy $1,200? Bro, this guy's like, where'd all the money go? You guys made millions last time for charity. What happened? Well, if we give you $1,000, will you leave us alone? I'm done, bro.
50 grand. And then we, our lawyer basically asked us, like, you have to decide, like, are you okay? Do you want to go to court? Like, that's a lot, you know? We can, like, call the...
Apparently, the person, I'm being told by Smaggle, the Greg Paul, Jake Paul thing came from Big Bungie. So they also watch Big Bungie.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Thank you for the dono. I'll read them in a little bit. We'll take a little break around the 30-minute mark.
Bluff, but that means you might be going to court, and that means that you might have to like stomach losing $100,000, because usually if someone is doing what he's doing, they don't have the money to pay when they pay back lawyer fees when they've lost. And I think we were just so angry and tired and just hating the war. We were, and I think it was pretty obvious, you could tell online, like we were full like, I will crash into the fucking earth before I let like anyone fuck with me any further.
Yeah.
In any regard. And that's where...
Who are you to stop that? What are you gonna do about people making fun of you online? You're gonna cry about it more? Like, I don't understand. If you just deleted Twitter, your whole life would be better. But instead you're like, oh, no one's gonna fuck with me. What do you mean, dude? I'm doing it right now. What are you talking about?
We were with that, where we were like, fuck it, I will lose. I don't want this guy to like think that he can like run around shaking down. So we were like, okay, yeah, this is
we were ready to battle. We basically decided like, okay, we're going to ride this potential lawsuit all the way through. Like, we're ready. We're just sort of counting the days. We were like, all right, still nothing, still nothing.
You never knew when you were going to get an email. One time it was like 2 months later, and then we got another email. So it was like, it was looming. And this was happening, like, this has been happening.
It basically
on top
started,
of else.
like right when, maybe a week before I did my public apology video.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
So like it was really stressful for a lot of reasons.
And
it was just like, wait, what the fuck?
So How to Basic watch the Big Bungie video. Thank you, Toastify. And thank you, Smaggle, for sending me Toastify's thing.
Fuck, like it was definitely like one of these like wake up calls where it's like, okay, like
that was the uppercut.
We can't keep doing
things
the how we've been doing.
Yeah. Like we losing money on the event was the cross. And the uppercut, the one that like was was the getting the email from the lawyer.
What a combo.
It was bad. I just felt like we kept getting fucking smoked from every direction in every way.
Honestly, that lawyer seems kind of based. Even if he just wasted their time and made them scared for like 2 months, that's awesome. Like that was a nice service that he did for the community. You know what I mean? Like if this guy spent his money to just fuck with them for a month or whatever and then not sue them, I think that's morally correct. For the amount of times they said, it's for charity, don't criticize the event, it's for charity, and then no money went to charity. I think honestly that's just called being a good sport.
Possible, like
That's like the one ethical good position to shake someone down if you're a lawyer.
I don't know, financially, online career-wise.
Yeah, online harassment. It's just like, fuck.
Online harassment, dude. What's the harassment like?
Dog dies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when it rains, it pours, but like, definitely, I think we needed it. Because I think that's what fueled us to fight, to like keep fighting. Because it made me mad.
Yes.
No. Okay, you should have been fueled to reassess your life decisions. You don't understand. You took the wrong message out of this. This should have fueled you to then think in the future and maybe not make those same decisions. Then just like a second time, right? Like maybe this wasn't. Maybe we shouldn't do this event again. That should have been your take, not like, oh, dude, that's crazy. I'm gonna keep fighting. We're gonna have a Creator Clash 3 that'll be even better. It's like maybe you shouldn't do that.
Person didn't know to what extent like we were suffering.
Oh yeah.
Like from his perspective,
we were winning.
We were we're the king.
We're the king.
We were not the king.
Yeah, we're still not the king.
We lost money on the event. Yeah. And even saying that was like not enough.
Dude, saying that wasn't enough. He didn't take my word for the fact. Like, it is insane.
Imagine, for just everybody listening, I had to look John Hennigan, which John Hennigan is like, was one of my idols growing up. I had to look him in the eye and tell him that the event that he like trained for and boxed in and like whatever made no money for charity.
That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. Why do we get to listen to this gold for free? Oh, well, I guess we're not supposed to, but I don't know. Subscribe to their see, this is a fucking no-win. I can't tell you to go sub the Patreon if you want to watch more, because they'll say I'm brigading. I don't know.
Yeah,
like we had to tell Wasabi, we had to tell all these people that like
no, you had to tell Alex
Isn't
Wasabi.
This Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto?
What a virtuous person.
Dudes,
Alex Wasabi would be so disappointed in you.
Man, Dakota was for some reason the hardest for me because he's just like such an upbeat guy. We actually went to a party. We had like a big like Creator Clash party.
Oh God!
Everyone aside individually, because we didn't want to like force everybody to process that in front of each other. So we pulled everybody aside individually.
Yeah, we didn't want to like make a grand announcement like let's do all this in one shot.
No.
Wait, are you fucking telling me that these assholes invited everyone over for a celebration and then like fucking pulled each one of them aside and went, hey dude, I just want to say thanks for coming to the party, but I actually have to drop this bomb on you that we actually lost money at the event and all of your time was wasted, so you profited off of it and that's great, but like those kids with cancer are gonna die tomorrow and it's our fault. And they just like kept doing it one by one, bro. They just pulled them off to the corner, bro. That's crazy.
It was really fucking hard.
Although, if we were to do it again, I think I would choose to do it that way, like a big call or something, because that really made me
honestly it's better
suffer a lot more.
I know,
like individually calling. Or
dude, he had to self-flagellate IRL. This guy couldn't he had to pull them aside and be sad 27 times instead of just putting out one conjoint statement or putting a message out in the group chat. He had to look sorry 20-something times and walk up to every single person who was at the event and individually flagellate to them. That's awesome, dude. This guy's getting so good at this.
And being like, yeah. But
I don't know. Why the fuck did we... I feel like we decided we were going to fall onto our like dullest, rustiest sword and spin around 10 times.
Well, actually, Anisa, the reason why you did that is because you fucking lost money at a charity event after everyone told you everything you were doing was stupid for months, and your response is, stop harassing me, it's a charity event. So, unfortunately, you've got your comeuppance, okay? It's JoJo Siwa's new song, bitch. Karma hit you, like, pretty bad, dude.
Yeah. It's hard, because you want to do things right. In my head, I was like, oh shit, like, the least I can do for these people who fought on our fucking card is to individually talk to each one of them and try to answer all their very specific individual questions. If they
Why did you invite them to a party and not just call them on the phone, bro? Why did you sit through... You had to fucking face-to-face this? You couldn't just call them on the cell phone? Oh, you're complaining about the fucking... How do I stop that?
Have them... I don't know,
there's a lot of care. We care.
There's like no doing it right.
No. Oh,
you just
God.
do the best you can.
I'm like trying to think back to all of that. So I think this was probably the worst part about it. We lost money. The night that we lost money, this is like not even a joke. Ian's eye needed to be stitched up, and Mike Leonardi, who is our partner in Creator Clash, he's like the boxing guy that we work with. He's the one who drove us with his partner at the time. They're now, I think they're married, but drove us to the hospital. And American hospitals, especially in Florida, man, that was a trip. But we're sitting there waiting for the doctor to come in to stitch Ian's eye up, and we're trying to digest the idea that we like only sold 50K pay-per-views.
They're just beaten, bruised, and fucking... They're just sitting there, and they're like, dude, not only is your eye fucked, not only are we in a fucking a fucking Florida hospital, but we just sold under 50 grand in pay-per-view, 50,000 pay-per-views, and we're fucked tomorrow morning. So, like, not only is our situation fucked now, it's gonna be fucked for, like, the foreseeable future. We're just fucked, and they're just like, yeah, dude. And then Ian's like, ooh, I can't wait to make a video and apologize for all this. Ooh.
And we were like, do you want to just like fucking
kill ourselves?
Kill ourselves? Like literally, like there was.
Oh my god, bro! Come on, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are they saying this on stream? Oh fuck, bro! This is insane. This is so fucking crazy. What the fuck, dude? Is that why they were fucking crying after the fucking event was over? That's so fucked, bro. Dude, you gotta buy tickets to Creator Clash 3 or we'll kill ourselves. Listen, if you don't pay for Creator Clash 3, it might not be the kids who are in danger, okay? Listen, those kids can survive without the extra $25. How much does that $25 really go to those kids, realistically, right? I mean, you've heard dangers of... No, it's us, okay? You have to pay for this event, alright? Otherwise, who knows what's gonna happen, dude? Alright, I'm being uncharitable.
Yeah, it was just like, what the fuck?
Like what the
what
fuck did we do?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? This is
like,
not...
I have never felt so horrendous.
Dude, like, they were... like, anyone would turn around and be like, yo, I'm never gonna live this down. And they're such fucking losers. They couldn't even stomach the idea of having to fucking get their comeuppance for all the shit that they talked. And fucking the stupid event that was so foreseeably fucked. You could have, like, come on, bro. Everyone knew that there was a problem with this fucking event. Everyone was telling them there was a fucking problem with the event. And they're like, dude, I would rather literally kill myself than deal with the fucking repercussions of this fucked up thing we did. And then I'm gonna go on a stream about it. Fucking almost a year out. Probably over a year out at the time of me watching it, right? And then tell, like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Like, we're having this conversation while we're waiting for the fucking doctor to come in and stitch your eye up.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where you're just kind of like...
The doctor's like, all right, are you all good?
Right.
Physically,
Yeah.
Physically, thank you. Mentally, I don't know. My soul needs stitches.
And like I felt like we provided a fantastic product, and you sacrificed your body twice. You like we really believed in what we were doing, and then to be greeted with pirating to the point where like we couldn't even pay back.
Dude, they're surprised that people were pirating the event. Honestly, chat, if they do it, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but I'm going to tell you I will be pirating the event, and I will be picking what charity gets my money, because I would never, in my wildest dreams, send fucking people who can't send money to charity, any money to charity. Like, I would never, in my wildest dreams, consider giving these guys fucking
Nicholas DeOrio
any
guy, like
money
one of
for
those
any
crypto
charitable
fascist,
endeavor they do in the
dudes, too?
future. If I'm really interested, I'll find a way to watch it. Believe me, dude.
We had like put on the table to put on the event,
Yeah.
like was such a emotional,
Because at least I know that my money went to the organizations. Like, that's at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if we're gonna do a cringe at the end of the day statement, my money went to the organizations, and that's all that matters. Not to some fucking gala party and the fucking Verizon Center, dude.
gut punch that I feel like I'm never going to get over. Like the pirating, having websites up because people felt like we made the wrong decision pulling someone.
Right.
And she admits the Froggy Fresh shit. That's so awesome. She admits the reason why this fucking event blew, which I don't even think is justifiably fucking like on that either. I think she's full of shit there too. But she's admitting and conceding that Froggy Fresh is the reason why this event bombed. Now, I think she's wrong. People pirate all of these events. All of the other places have something in place to try to prevent piracy, but it still obviously happens. When your audience is children, they're going to try to watch this content. They might not have the money to watch it, right? I don't think that Ian and Anisa's audience are inherently children, but there is like some understanding that the people who watch these people, like, they're going to be pulling from that younger base. My content pulls from that younger base too, but like, a percentage of your audience does not have the means to access a credit card. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, there's gonna be, like, this is boxing for kids, dude. That's all it is. Go to the Jake Paul fights. You don't see grown fucking men when they pan to the early count. Dude, there's a reason why when Jake Paul fights, right? It's you see people there at the very first fight card. Because adults, when they go to fight events or whatever, they don't show up for the early prelims, dude. They don't show up for the first couple fights. They fill out as the night goes on. When Jake Paul hosts an event, there's a ton of kids in there.
Is this really lolly?
Time.
To make sure that, like, not
and
only
they show up at the beginning of the event.
charities didn't get money, but we lost money as like a punishment.
Well, I also wondered as well to like what extent does this happen when it is the second year?
I know.
And
like,
it's a little bit more established because people talk about like.
I know.
I talked to William Osman for a bit, and he was talking about how events start to make money in their 5th year or something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I can't.
I mean, that's not necessary. Like, that wouldn't be true for Creator Clash 1 if we were actually, you know, raising money.
Yeah.
Like, as a for-profit thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, even thinking about that, like, well, I thought, you know, by the 2nd year and, you know, continuing on, that would have just meant that it would be more eyes and more money.
Who wanted to support it.
Right.
I guess I just figured there'd be more people who wanted to support it. But I do honestly wonder how many people who bought it the first year saw people tweeting, and, you know, tweeting irresponsibly, to be honest, without all the information about.
Still, though, I don't think people care enough about like it maybe justifies in their mind a little bit more to do the pirating. Yeah. But I don't know.
3 million. They estimated it was 3 million people pirated the event.
Well, 1.3 or 1.
Like, I'm sure that's not a number that's super dramatically different than like the KSI Logan Paul ones. I think that they're just expecting that like the audience of viewers are going to be virtuous because it's a charity. Like, why would you steal from a charity when the reality is that most people probably don't even give a fuck? Honestly, it feels like a very California way to think about it, right? I don't know. I don't think that's really that big of a deal for most people. I don't think it's at the top of their mind.
3 to 3 million, I think, was the was pirated, and I think, I don't know. I think that it just made me really sad because it was something that we so wholeheartedly believed in, and we believed in. And I wish.
Hold on, 1.3 million is a long distance apart, Nick. 1.3 million to 3 million. I think that, like, I don't know how many people are genuinely pirating these events, but like, and I don't know if she has the statistics to show that. I'm not sure where that number comes from, but I feel like more people probably pirate. Is that retarded? Is this a retarded statement I'm about to say? I feel like it's possible that more people pirate some of these events than actually pay for them. And I feel like that number only goes up on YouTube events when people are used to getting their content for free. If they can go to like one of these streaming sites and get this content for free, I think they're going to, because there's already the assumption that the content I'm watching from iDubbbz is free. I don't know if that's like the UFC. Okay, I don't know if I would say that, but I feel like, yeah, there are probably more Discord watch parties where people are watching with fucking 65 people in YouTube boxing than there are for anything else. Because, I mean, how could they possibly have the numbers for how many people are watching in Discord? You know? Just, oh, I bought the fight, everyone. Just get in here and watch it with me. You know? That's just maybe, like, site data, but...
People could see from our eyes, like, what... Because the second year we decided to do the gala, which everybody complained about. Not everybody, but some people were, like, up their ass about us, like, doing the gala.
And they're up their ass that we had a gala, and we had, like, a whole fucking thing where all these YouTubers came out, and we fed them, and we flew them all out there. And then we didn't get any money for charity. There was no money for charity. We rented out a fucking hotel. I can't believe some people are up their ass about that, dude.
We decided to do that this year because the first year everybody got punched in the head, and then the very next day everybody's getting on planes, and we had all these feelings that we hadn't processed. The second year,
they had to
which, by the
process.
way,
We had a gala, guys. We got to process our emotions. You don't understand. We have to cry at the table and drink fucking alcohol together. You guys are a joke.
we knew that we had lost money on the event, and we had to go to the gala.
Yeah.
Wait, that's even funnier. Are you kidding? Oh yeah, because that's true. I didn't even think of that. I didn't realize the gala came after. So they sat there drinking champagne, knowing that no money went to fucking... Dude, this is so awesome. I'm so glad I get to hear this.
We had to go there.
It's so much worse than I thought.
And I really wish I could take everybody that's listening to this and put them in my, like...
This is like champagne tears to the nth degree, bro. This is some rich people problems. There is nobody who can listen to this and go, yeah, I relate. No, bro.
You know, like SpongeBob had plankton in his, like, head? Like, I wish I could put all the viewers in my fucking head. And so they could see, like,
No, they wouldn't fucking... Dude, I wish all the viewers could see how bad it was for me. No, they wouldn't have been in that position. You're like a psychotic bitch and it's all your fault.
Like, boxing coaches coming up and grabbing us and hugging us and crying and telling us how important this was to...
You guys did so good. Dude, they had to go there during this celebration and be like, yeah, it went so well.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy?
Yeah,
like
you did great.
Oh,
no. Dude. Oh, no. This is a fate worse than death. I take back all the comments I made about the suicidal stuff. I would have been suicidal, too, if I had to wake up and go to the gala the next morning. Oh, my God. Wait, did he tell everyone they made no money at the gala? Did he pull them aside while they're drinking fucking champagne and be like, listen, guys, you see that champagne you're drinking? That's the cancer money. That's it right there. You're drinking the cancer money. Oh, this is fucking amazing, dude. This is like the greatest thing I've ever listened to.
We had fighters. We had friends of fighters.
Can I say
we had
something
people
to you?
Dude, I'm just... Yo, you're making it rain right now, but you know who's not getting any money? Rain.
Saying thank you so much for doing this for my partner. It has built her self-esteem in a way that I've never been able to, like...
Yeah.
We had so many people in this gala, like, so thankful. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was dancing. There was karaoke. You had Dakota Olave, who was talking about how, like, this was, like, the most unifying thing. He was performing, like, Eminem with, he was performing it with Jarvis Johnson.
Yeah.
And it was, like, this magical, like, movie moment where it felt like this was the right thing to do for everyone as a thank you.
Dude, this feels like you ever like read a book and you're like picturing the book, like, or whatever. Like, you can't ever know what it would really look like from the actual visions of the artist that like thought this thing up, unless they make it into a feature-length film, and then you can like see, right, like a visualization of what you're picturing in your head. But this is like that for me. This is like the adaptation that's better than the book, okay? Because like in my head, I've had the book the entire time, and I didn't really know what it would look like if I'd ever gotten an opportunity to see like the true vision behind the book. And now I'm seeing like this is better than the book.
To have them be here and be with each other and like be celebrated, because, you know, this is a huge thing. And we had to sit there while we knew that we had lost money and go through all of that.
Yeah, that was really painful, just hearing.
Dude,
like...
they're acting like the trauma event for everyone else was like, guys, I just got the shit beaten out of me and I have to go on a flight tomorrow. The trauma event for them is like, I'm never gonna live down the fact that I just hosted a gigantic retarded charity boxing event where everyone here made a bunch of money, but none of the fucking rape victims, fucking cerebral palsy looking people, like none of the autistic people that we were going to raise money for are going to see a dime of this money. Like we're all drinking champagne knowing for like a matter of fact that someone's not getting on the kidney transplant list. Like, oh my God, is this better than I could have possibly imagined?
Having so many people come up, sort of asking, inquiring, like, so, like, how'd the event do?
Yep.
Like, you know, what are the numbers?
Yep.
And the response that I had to give everyone was basically like, oh, we're still counting. You know, it takes a little while for them to come in. Don't have any official numbers yet.
Yep.
And that was true to an extent.
Wait, they had 4 galas? No, they didn't. You said, wait, 4? No. They said they had 1 gala the night after, right? They didn't have 4. They had 4 galas. They had 4 galas. Guys, we had 4. Listen, there was a lot of trauma that we had to work out. Okay, you don't understand. All right, 3 galas. That's pussy shit. All right, that 4th gala was. We needed that 4th gala. Like, what do you?
I could, sort of hang on to some hope that, like, oh yeah, like it continues to go on sale for the next 24 or 48 hours, something like that.
I'm also, sure they'll buy it after.
Merch and some other things. You just never know where money could potentially come from.
Guys, it's a big T-shirt year. Okay. Oh, fuck, dude. Imagine how much money this event would have made if it was Ian versus Sam Hyde and he just played along and made, like, awesome content. Imagine. Instead of, like, the FBI. They just... Ian versus Sam Hyde. Like, he's gonna get the shit beaten out of him anyway. Why not, dude?
But, yeah, it was heartbreaking to tell people...
Everybody was so happy.
Listen to people... so excited.
Yeah. But I'm glad that we did it because I think it was very important for people to have that at the end.
Yeah, I think it was important.
I'm glad that we did it. This is why we need to shame these people. They haven't learned a fucking thing. I'm glad that we did it. They can't possibly sit here and think about anything they could have done differently. They're just going to sit here and be like, yo, this was, honestly, if I would do it again. Like, I'm glad this happened. This was a great learning experience for everybody. I learned how to be a failure with Ian and Anisa. Holy shit, dude. It's actually insane.
Oh, I mean, it was a hard lesson.
Yeah.
I really wanted to believe. For me, it was very important. I even went into the first one with a lot of, like, kind of immature ideas of, like, because we all kind of, like, I had my own theories of, how a business could be run, how something like this could be run.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Josh, for the raid. This is great. I clip chimped that one a little bit because I guess he immediately said, like, we learned a lesson right after, but worth pointing out.
And, first year, same thing with second year. I didn't change anything. Basically told people, like...
Wait, you didn't change anything. You got, like, a stadium that fit double the amount of people, right? Wasn't the stadium way fucking bigger?
Yeah, promote the event how you want. We trust you guys to
know your audience.
To know your audience and make the content that you want. And, no big deal if you can't, make it happen. There's still other people who are going to be picking up the weight.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, it probably would have behooved us to get more people to...
Yeah, put it in the contract.
Promote and, like, do all these things that are, like, very, unfortunately... like super businessy and what people tell you.
Wait, what did you want people to promote? The one person who wanted to promote the fight, you kicked off the card. I wouldn't want to promote for you either. You literally were going on shows being like, we don't need to do the press conferences and have all this weird shit. We're just going on there to fight for charity. Your whole thing was no promotion. Or all the promotion has to be like, oh my god, you're gonna fuck me up in the ring. No, honey, you're gonna fuck me up in the ring. Honestly, I think that you're like twice the fighter that I am. I think that you're gonna beat the shit out of me. Like, you're actually gonna fuck my face up to the point where I can't do OnlyFans this month. No, sweetie, you're gonna kick my ass. See, that's how all these people fucking like promote their fight. It's just like, it's not, oh, I'm gonna go kick the shit out of you. I've trained really hard for this. I've done everything in my power to, like, become a fucking killing machine and go out there and really fucking... No, it's all like, oh my god, tee-hee lol. Yeah, dude, I don't think I could ever be as good of a fighter as you. It's, like, not even worth trying. I don't even think I'm gonna train. Oh god, it's so fucking annoying, dude.
That you should be doing, but obviously there's certain... I don't know. I didn't want that to be the case.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you're a creator.
The first year kind of proved that it doesn't have to be the case.
Yeah.
But, as we can see, there's other circumstances that lead to that. Like...
And in Ian's defense, another huge aspect to this whole fucking story is that there were, like, 3 boxing events, like, in a row around this time frame, right? Like, these fucking boxing events got so oversaturated so fast that there were, like, 3 different promotions and they're all launching around the same time. Bro, I'm not watching Misfits, fucking Creator Clash, Jake Paul's newest fight, whichever one isn't paying their fighters or whatever from Austin McBroom. Like, I'm not watching all this shit, dude. I'll watch, like, when Jake Paul or KSI is fighting. Okay, like, that's what I'll watch. And I'm not watching the undercards anymore. I don't care. I watch the UFC. That's fun fighting for me, dude. I'll watch Jake Paul when he's fighting UFC people because I think it's cool. That's all I'm fucking doing, dude.
I always do the possible.
Hey, Nightwing, thank you for the membership. I'll get to members in a couple minutes.
Idea suffering.
Yeah.
I guess. Pirating, hate campaigns.
God, that was
hate campaigns, dude. More like fucking karma, responsibility for my own actions. I don't hear any of that stuff right now. All I'm hearing is excuses.
Just drama in general.
That's the other thing. Dealing with, because like it's one thing to have like hate videos be made about you, but have hate videos be made about you while you're like spending
say charity, please say charity,
$1 million+ on an event that you know can like be swayed by public opinion while training. Like those last 2 weeks when you were giving interviews and you didn't know like what was going to be online that day and like.
Dude, you know what this feels like? This is like fucking injecting pure unleaded W's right into my veins. They like when hearing Anisa, what she just said, it like doctors say it's comparable to the time you try fucking heroin. Okay, it's literally just her telling me everything that you did was super effective and you actually kicked the shit out of me. It's the same way these stupid fucks promote their fights. Like, oh my god, you're gonna kick the fuck out of me. Like she literally just got on a podcast. She's like, dude, Nick fucked me up, dude. Oh god, that's awesome. That is so fucking cool, dude.
What were people saying and what was the...
It literally hits like crack. Yeah, 100% testify.
Like, I mean, it got to the point where like you couldn't even advertise on your own socials.
Yeah.
Even just for your own sake.
I was like, I don't want to fucking tweet anything. These fuckers are gonna like just constantly like ream me over this decision that was very fucking justified.
Yeah. Which and it had nothing to do with like the OnlyFans comment.
Yeah.
Which still like
now it had nothing to do with the OnlyFans comment.
Oh yeah, there's loads of like things that we can talk about. I feel like, I mean, at this point it's like we're a year away from it now.
Just crazy.
Yeah, there's still so much to that whole thing.
Yeah.
That people don't know.
I know.
And I'm like, I want to respect, a lot of the people that we talk to.
By the way, Harley gets no shit here because he's literally the person who kept calling into all these streams, making them look worse. Harley was calling in, telling them that they had like landmark fucking pay-per-view sales, dude. I mentioned that earlier in the stream. He straight up lied and said that they were making at the time of the stream. If you could find this podcast, it's actually on my channel because we did a Twitter space about it with Sam Hyde and everybody. Harley calls in and said they've already outsold Creator Clash 1, and everyone kind of just accepts it because reasonably you think that they would, right? The first one was successful. I had no reason to think that it would be completely like this big of a fucking failure, even though I kind of did predict it. That was more wishful thinking to see her go down a peg, and it happened.
Coaches primarily.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot of very justifiable reasons.
Yeah, including like not showing up to training.
Yes.
Like there were
something tells me he was lied to. No, I think he literally admitted he made it up. I 100% think he just straight up made it up. Harley was insane. He thought like all promotion was good promotion, so he literally just mouthpieced for iDubbbz and fucked him. I don't think that Harley was sent in by Anisa or iDubbbz. I think that he just made like a horrible business decision to get into a fight with us or whatever. And it turns out the guy's not actually like a super bad dude. But if I'm fucking... You know what? Harley was the tipster of that situation.
I really like you.
He really was. Because while Ian and Anisa were trying to keep quiet, fucking... Harley Tipster Keffels over here was literally just like making the whole situation way worse the entire time.
And I think a lot of people banked on us being fair and not sharing everything.
Yeah, and that is exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And I mean, I don't know. I think if the one thing that I would change is like, I love our team and I love our PR team, but I think that was such a unique situation that the advice...
Dude, it's the PR team's fault. I mean, it was. The PR statement sucked dick, but... I mean, do you think you could have handled it better, Anisa? If you tweeted it, it probably would have gone worse. Most people just assumed you tweeted it because the PR statement was that bad.
That we were getting, I think...
Yeah, and I want to trust the professionals, but there's certain situations where you're
what do you mean the professionals? This is a YouTube event for YouTubers by YouTubers. Bro, if you're going to kick a YouTuber off the fucking card, a YouTuber should deliver that fucking news. This is the same mistake everybody makes, dude. We cover like 100 situations where a stupid PR team tries to explain internet fucking terms or whatever and makes the situation worse for everybody. How are you making this mistake?
Oh, fuck. It looks like I'm the professional here.
I know.
Like, there's not a person who knows my channel and what we've been building better than me.
Yeah. How did they make this mistake? This is such another telegraphed one, dude.
All right. Well, I think that's good for now.
Yeah.
Give people that in chunks.
Yeah.
Give people that in chunks.
You sleeping yet, Dane?
Sorry, Dane.
I'm listening.
Okay.
They should have paid the gala out of their own pockets or had a sponsor pay for it. I'm pretty sure that's how a for charity concert works. Yeah, I mean, like, they're not taking a paycheck on it, and that's true. But, like, the money that they would be getting was spent on apparently 4 galas? Renting I don't know. Why were they renting hotels out for YouTubers who weren't fighting? That's another one. Why were they paying for the hotel rooms of people they just wanted to show up at the event? They're saying like, oh, we didn't push people to promote the event, but they fucking paid for hotel rooms for people to come who weren't fighting.
I mean,
dude, 14 galas, bro.
to be fair, I have heard it all.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Dane's heard.
But
We've
it
been
is-
to Dane.
Yeah,
It was a clout event. Yeah, it wasn't for charity. It was for clout. True.
nice to give information like that out.
Yeah, I agree. I think the lack of information is probably what has hurt us the most.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is we give lack of information because we don't want to kick the hornet's nest.
Yeah.
That's what
Maybe.
I'm afraid of, is kicking the hornet's nest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
That's what it is.
They paid
That's why
for
everybody,
flights?
and I think we live a lot of our life that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it might be worth it to address some of this stuff even like publicly, like on the public
Dude, flights and hotels? That's insane.
podcast.
Yeah.
Because it is like, I don't know, part of me thinks like maybe we do need to address some of this stuff publicly to be able to like properly move on.
Yeah.
Because it just, the shit like fucking...
Dude, if you wanted Froggy out, I'll tell you the perfect way to get rid of Froggy. All right? Just host the fucking event and then don't invite him back next year. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just don't invite him back next year. You miss all of this. You just have to fucking stand the guy for one night in the name of fucking charity if you really hate him that much for working with Sam Hyde, okay? Just don't invite him back. Everyone wins. The event does well.
It makes me angry.
The
It
accusations
makes me
of us
really angry.
stealing money makes me very angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, this is one of these things where, like, no one's going, or I would say, I haven't come across a video that explicitly states that we or anyone involved has, like, stolen money or whatever.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, with the irresponsible type.
I bet. Because I don't think, who the fuck has accused Ian of stealing money? I don't think, like, I think the lawyer maybe. Holy shit, thank you for the donos. I'm going to read them right after this sentence, basically. But, holy fuck. I don't think anyone is really accusing them of scamming. If they are, it comes off the back of the Gerard thing, and they're being piggybacked into that. I genuinely believe they bombed this event. Right? I think this, like, I don't think they made the money. I don't know.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those
Where that came from.
crypto fascist dudes too?
Oh, let me catch up on donos really fast. Where are we? Here we go. Will Clark, $5 Australian dollars.
Weasley fuck.
Ooh. Okay. Will Clark, $5. It took me about 8 days to actually fully watch the video of King of Nothing. He should have just called himself the Nothing Channel. Jack Walker, $2. King of Word Salad. Transmaggle with it just fucking reset. Transmaggle, making H3 video and bringing in drama from 2016 to 2019 is useless and redundant. James the Frog, $2. The DeOrio H3 bridge was rebuilt over King of Nothing. Mr. Fluffyton, $5. I'm kicking myself because I haven't discovered you a long time ago, but the Mama Max drama got me into you. I love your streams and videos. Keep it up. Thank you so much. It's weird seeing new people from like the current content era pop in, but thank you. Hacks Marion, $2. When will you be on EFAP? I actually was on EFAP with Boogie. Not with Boogie, but about the Boogie documentary. It was a pretty fun episode. Jack Biondi, thank you so much for the 10. Love Dose of Buckley, never makes a bad video. I remember watching this guy 10 years ago, and he's so consistent with content. Lady Ranger, $2. I petition to be considered the better Anisa. Thank you so much. KB membership, 3 months. Lack of self-awareness is astounding. James the Frog, $2. They profited off of having a free party. Toad Tired, $2. At least he shaved the mullet. Germ, $75. I honestly would love to see the lawyer discuss the books of the event. With how badly the show was managed, it had to be sabotaged on some level. I understand why lawyers would say that. And I guess I understand why people would say that. It's just, it's so dramatically bad. Something had to be off about it. You have to look for, like, you have to search for answers. They couldn't have fucked it up this bad. Please tell me they just scammed them. Like, I get why people are coming to that conclusion now. I don't know. but I don't think it's based in reality. I think they really fucked it up that badly. James the Frog, $2. Nick, use your mafia ties to scam Ian easily. Stefan Corbino, 20 Canadian. Dude, Anisa looks way too much like Alyssa, that one Kotaku lady that was going after big game Tippy Hunter in the Jacuzzi Smash JT. I'm starting to think the septum piercing and short hair makes the girls go crazy. Listen, chat, we've talked about septum piercings on this channel, okay? Dude, it's the cow nose. You tug on it, you know? Germ70, $2. We need your charity or else. Or Killster, new membership. Thank you for the birthday stream. Tops off when I wanted from today. Having a great time being freshly 34. Happy birthday, or Killster, or Killister 1. Thank you. James the Frog, $2. I got a Creator Clash t-shirt. I am not wearing that now. Based. Ostentatious, 2-month membership. Is this a URR stream where the victim is the charity? No, actually, this is a URR stream where the victim is fucking Rain. Oh my god, bro. Oh fuck. Wait, that's actually insane. Nightwing, new membership. Nerd Angle, thank you for the 3 months. Lol, so much cope. Hiker Alexi, 3-month membership. Finally, another W stream. The memberships ain't cheap, but for real, take your time on the next video. We all know it's gonna be certified quality. I think that you're gonna be very surprised with the next video, and I'm very hopeful that it's gonna do some fucking serious waves. Nightwing, thank you so much, dude. $20. Imagine blaming someone else for the failure of your event, which you say you had complete faith in, kicking someone off your card for no justifiable reason, and blaming Blacks for the event's failure is literal insanity. True. Nathan Hersey, $50. Thank you. Holy shit. Gotta heart that one. It's so sad to see Uncle Dane as a part of this. He makes good YouTube videos. Yeah. I don't think that, like, necessarily going after the participants, because they're just being told, hey, you're going to make some money, some money's going to go to charity, it's going to be a big fun fucking time, it's going to be like prom for fucking YouTube high school retards. And then they get there and they find out that they
Can I say something to you, Nick?
The charity
I really like you.
Why? Your membership is better than the Prime. Thank you so much, Atlantis Pup. I showed up late. I'm confused. Who's the lawyer that's looking into their financial receipts? So at the end of the video that they announced that they lost money in, Ian said that someone was trying to steal Creator Clash. He conceded in this live stream that was done on Patreon that wasn't technically true. It was a business partner that they wanted to work with who they didn't hear from for 2 years, and only after the event failed, they were reaching out to try to get some of the money, assuming that they cooked the books, that, like, there's no way a charity that made $1.3 million for charity the previous time ended up losing $200,000, insinuating that, like, they didn't believe them. There was some way, shape, or form that that there must be something awry. So that's kind of the context if you're just joining the stream. Is this Ludwig drama even worth looking into? I don't know. That's the second person who's brought this up. I don't know what the Ludwig drama is. If I'm still going after, we can just pivot into that, but we're gonna get through this. Silent Partner W for the yeah, I know, literally, holy shit. The real victim are the iDubbbz fans that got their names dug through the dirt. No, you don't understand. The real fans are the fucking people who need this money from the charities, dude. It's the real victims are, like, people with lymphoma. So it's not the fans, dude. It's people who are, like, sick. It's women's shelters. Those are the fucking victims. Okay? Like, Anisa's wrong, and the victims are all, like, the worst possible case scenario. And she looks and feels terrible because she fucked this up. Oh god, let's keep going.
Of, like, commentary videos and reporting. It's basically all, like,
hold on.
To be fair, I have,
because it is, like, I don't know, part of me thinks, like, maybe we do need to address some of this stuff publicly to be able to, like, properly move on.
Dude, we need to address this publicly to properly move on. So anyway, here's our Hugbox Patreon podcast where we dump so much information that these people don't need to know.
Yeah.
Because it just shit, like, fuck it. It makes me angry.
The accusations
makes me
of us
really angry.
Stealing money makes me very angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say,
you,
like,
I really like you.
Hey, D-Win. Hey, Nick. I hope you're enjoying the evening. I hope you're enjoying the stream. And your evening, too.
This is one of these things where, like, no one's going, or I would say I haven't come across a video that explicitly states that we or anyone involved has like stolen money or whatever.
Yeah.
But unfortunately with the irresponsible type of like commentary videos and
dude, the video creators are irresponsible, not the hosts of Creator Clash fucking failure. Dude, Creator Clash doo-doo, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Dude, I haven't seen, like, does anyone know a video where they accuse them of scamming and pocketing money? I haven't seen a single video where they accuse them of scamming.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Hey, Austin
I
Tatius,
really
thank
like
you for
you.
the 5 gifted. Why?
it's basically all like implied to the audience, and there's no amount of like
literally, it's everyone. This is why it's everyone else's fault.
Hey,
we lost
Nicholas
this money.
DeOrio, we in this shit, son.
People didn't come out because Nick DeOrio and fucking Keemstar said the fucking Froggy Fresh thing was bigger than it was. People didn't pay for it because
Can I
even
say
our
something
own
to you, Nick?
fans pirated
really
the
like
event,
you.
and all the
Why?
horrible fans used fucking streaming sites instead. The fucking coverage made people not want to work with us in the future because Bo
Can I say
Blacks
something to you,
posted
Nick?
a video telling
really
everyone
like
how
you.
much we paid the
Why?
fighters. Like, it's actually super crazy. Like, there is nothing here that's actually being, like, there's no accountability being taken. No, hey, we bought this fucking, we
Can I
got
say
into the
something to you,
stadium,
Nick?
we couldn't support.
I really like you.
Why? Dude, we should have made them promote us more. Like, okay, dude, good one, buddy. Yeah, our biggest regret was not making all the people who came promote us more after
Isn't
we
this
gave
Nicholas
them
DeOrio
free
guy, like one of
fucking
those
tickets,
crypto fascist dudes?
free
too?
hotel room, 4 galas. They couldn't even make a tweet about the event, dude. Yeah, I guess that's something. That's the start of some sort of accountability, maybe.
like there's no amount of journalistic integrity to like take responsibility for like the message that you're spreading.
I know. Well, also there was like leaked DMs of their like conversations.
And planning it.
Okay, planning the slander of making fun of you. And like, we didn't know the event was failing. That's the funniest part. They're talking about my group chat, like my group chat among friends. Okay, you've read it. It's all on Xylie's live stream. It got leaked early this year. But Anisa Jomha, I bet you didn't know this if you weren't following, started freaking out and DMing Keemstar, like going after him or whatever in DMs about this. And he won't leak them because he doesn't fucking leak DMs. But Anisa starts talking hella shit to Keem because she was watching Xylie's live stream and finding out about these group chat messages where we're making fun of her. I'm not even kidding.
Isn't
you.
this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Dude, the content cop and his wife are so turbo obsessed with what every single person online says about them. They watch like all of our fucking content, including like Xylie's fucking live stream. They were watching like a fucking 8-hour stream reading our group chat to find out what we think about them in private. It's beyond unreal.
Oh yeah, that whole like Keemstar shit.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, and it's all out there. I fucking recorded this like this one person basically who was in one of these like tea rooms, like this DM
Yeah, they
group.
call them tea rooms.
Yeah,
Like, tea is in like
right.
Dude, our chat's called the Boston Tea Party. This is us, dude. This is literally us.
Yeah.
They were just scrolling through. It was like a 2-hour. I think it was like two.
That's Xylie's live stream.
2 hours, a part 1 and a part 2 of them just scrolling through the DMs with Keemstar and Bo Blacks and all these people in their on their YouTube, and I was like, oh
up.
shit, this
It's
like
fucked up.
they're just talking all the time.
No, I know.
And
Dude, he doesn't know how a group chat amongst friends work. Wait, dude, they're actually talking in the chat. Like, did you know that they discuss things that they're actively covering in the group chat with other YouTubers who make like similar content? Are you serious?
Plotting and shit. Like, what do you
They're
fucking
plotting, dude? They're plotting.
Makes him feel good, I guess.
So insane. It's creepy.
It's creepy, and then it's also like I really don't get characters like that because they're also the ones who clip our podcast. You sit through an hour and a half of our podcast, and clip something just to like put it on your timeline to like remind people that we exist. Like, I want
your chat being in the Boston Tea Party is fucked up. I'm siding with iDubbbz now, dude. We made the chat because we were talking about how bad tea channels were. Like, we were fighting with like, who were we fighting with at the time? I don't even remember, dude. I actually don't remember. Like, it wasn't even, we weren't even fighting with Repzilla, although we should have been. We were fighting like Angelica Oles, who's actually kind of chill.
Those people to forget that we exist.
Yeah, I would prefer that.
And like you don't have to watch it, bro. Like you just don't. So like, but it's they just have nothing else.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Belle Aubrey, that was like the queen, dude. Belle Aubrey left and then immediately entered the politics sphere, where I think she got like obliterated again. Could you imagine like getting into a fight with us and then jumping into the politics fucking community,
Really?
becoming like a bread tuber? Holy shit, that did not bode well.
Yeah, I mean,
Losers.
that's just part of the
Yeah,
content.
losers.
It's just part of the content. I mean,
That's
that's
like
like
the definition of loser to me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Someone who like occupies their time with that.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
the
it's
definition
crazy.
of loser is the person who talks about a fucking charity event that lost money and makes fun of the people in it. The loser isn't the person who hosts said charity event and admits that it made them want to kill themselves after it literally blew up in their face. Like an amalgamation of all their poor decisions made. It was like either come clean and tell everybody we fucked this whole thing up and just admit it to everybody, or like brains out after we leave the hospital. But we're the losers, right? Got it.